in the spirit of International Men's Day, we are asking a question many men are too afraid to answer out loud. Are we truly living or just performing masculinity to fit into a script we didn't write? From the streets to the boardroom, from the gym to the church, men are constantly told how to stand, speak, feel, hustle, provide, protect, even how to break down without breaking down. So how do boys grow into men and men into brands? And at this point, that's why we have this distinguished gentleman right here to help educate us. And you know, we've talked about grooming, and then we're talking about growth now, and then of course the final G will be coming up next.
Grind.
Yeah,
And
grind,
this is it. Grind is the expectation that society has on men, and particularly black men.
Okay.
Because abroad, we go out for dinner, it's 50-50. The woman's not going to complain, she's not going to kick up a stink.
Yeah.
Nobody has a problem with it. Here, are you okay?
Petty, can you hear that?
Okay? That you want me to pay. I mean, what was that one recently? Some people wanted a thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Petty, what do you have to say? I'm ready for you.
He's waiting for
I'm ready for you.
You see the way she said, hey, God.
Of men not wanting to be men anymore.
Hey, God.
I don't know at this point, what do they want?
Okay, so
What is the definition of men?
Let's define what a man should be in today's society, and then you can have your feel after we've
people like
it.
Petite and a number of other women, I'm going to say all women, understand what men go through. Yes? Men have the highest, black men in particular, have the highest incidences of mental health issues.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Let's be
Because
honest.
the strain, the pressure.
That's why I said, Okshola, take it easy.
Okay.
Take it
I wish
easy.
Petite was here, so we can go one-on-one. Do you understand?
Petty, hold on. Let's break this down, and then we get back to you on your thoughts and your summation on what we've talked about.
So, we have the highest
Let's not
incidence.
portray anything. Women, we bring forth life. We put the home together, right? We take care of the kids.
Okay.
And you still want us to go 50-50. This generation, what do you men want, really? If we need to look like you don't want wives, then you just want slaves. You just want women to be your slaves.
Okay. So, Petty, we're bringing in a bit of statistics.
We have some British ladies in this. Don't listen to them. You never heard this conversation. Do not listen to them.
Okay, for those who don't know, we have a couple of ladies in the studio listening to what we're talking about, and we'll probably talk about all of this after the show, but please, Petty, hold on. Hold on. Let us get some proper male education, and then we can get back to you.
I think that when you look at what we go through as men, there's a lot of pressure. We've got to be the breadwinners. Where's the jobs?
Okay.
We've got to be the breadwinners for someone or people that want, Petty, a G-Wagon. But I can only afford a Toyota Camry. So I'm in trouble already. The pressure is on me to get from that Camry that I can afford to that G-Wagon that they want. You want your children to go to the best schools. In fact, you want them to go abroad. You want to give me a bill of 30,000 per child. Yes, that's without you traveling back and forth every half term. Yes, and that's without all the extracurricular that they're going to do with that. Yeah, I'm getting pressure from my boss at work. The promotion I need is not coming. I'm working how many hours a day?
And you still don't have time
and
to come. You still don't have time at home.
Some will
you need to be at home
there's
too.
even pressure amongst friends.
Yes.
Because gang, we're talking about something earlier this evening, and you feel that perhaps you've not done quite
you're not as well as you should have. Yes.
And you see your friends are doing quite well in their different industries and careers, and you're thinking, okay, you know what's going on with me? And a lot of men go through this. A lot of men struggle through these things,
and that puts additional pressure on you. It's a lot of pressure. You get home, your wife says, You only gave me X amount of money this month for shopping. Do you know how much things have increased? Then the next thing, there's rent coming out. The car's gone wrong. You understand? All these things. And you're looking at what do you have physically in the bank. And it's not adding up. Yeah? And you still got to placate everybody around you. Then you have people then saying to you that you're not a man. You're not delivering.
I was having a conversation with someone last week, and this whole pressure thing came up. And I say, see, women complain about men. A lot of women say men are dogs, but it's very simple. This is the standard of living. This is the income most men get. In between is all the jargons. So most men break out of their shell and become different. It's either, they feel that they're doing way too much than they should be doing, and there's a bite back at home whereby things are looking rough because this guy is always constantly thinking about bills. Or it could be the fact that he just feels like he's not, he's not being seen, he's not visible enough.
But I'm going to go back, just to say that it's still a generational thing because my parents and my generation, wives supported us. I can tell, if I were to mention names of very influential people that their wives, and I think you were talking about Ibukun Awushika. She says it publicly.
Yes, all the
that
time.
she earned more money than her husband.
Yes.
For many years in their marriage. And she supported her husband and the family and everything to get to where they are today.
Who is enjoying it now?
And she's the one.
Exactly.
Now he's making more money than her, but it took a while. It took their support. I know many parents that the females or the wives or girlfriends or whichever one you want were paying the school fees of the children. But they would give the money to the father. The father will then present it. But this generation, it ain't happening.
The woke generation.
In addition to what you said, there's another very influential person, and I like to say that she's one of the biggest, oil and gas individuals in Nigeria. Northwest, the owner of Northwest, took a loan from her husband, multiplied the loan, and paid back that loan to her husband. So you see, the truth is there's nothing wrong in men and women coming together.
Yes.
The Bible says that for a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one. The Bible didn't say they shall become 1.5. They shall become one. They'll come together and become one and do stuff and do exploits. So why is it that somebody will say that? No, sorry, it's okay. I'm not saying
careful.
it.
All right, a quick question, gang. I want to ask you this. So, it is basically a Nigerian thing because I think women everywhere around the world stand up, and they're accountable to themselves and their loved ones and partners. But I might be wrong saying it's a Nigerian thing. Do you think we're influenced by the social trends, especially on social media, whereby there are men gifting their wives, girlfriends, houses, cars, and all of that? And do you think it's created this ugliness? Because you're right, for the longest time in the same society, women were the backbone of men.
Yeah, so I like the question and I like the point. Now, here's the thing. I think it's for people that live in that world.
Okay.
There's some people that are not on social media. They're having fantastic relationships. They have great men in their lives. There's still good women out there that are doing what they need to do. If your life is on the gram, if your life is on social media, and that's what you emulate, that's when you fall into that problem.
Is that fair to say, though?
Yes.
Because I don't think it's just
but at the same time, it's what you see. Do you understand?
Yeah. But I'm talking about the fact that people get it influenced because a lot of people are not on social.
Remember, we had Uti on the show here some months ago, and he asked one very important question. He said, "At what point, when did society create these laws and this narrative that says
expectations?
This is a man. This is what a man should do.
Standards.
This is a woman. These are the standards. A man should do this. A man should do that.
Do you want me to answer
and then
that?
Society accepted these things and has now put it on men and has put the pressure on them.
Okay, I'm not going to answer it. I want to answer it.
I think you should.
When men started writing religious texts, they created a standard and they dictated a lot of things over the years.
Okay, now to counter that, I would tell you now, when you said is it a Nigerian thing, it's not necessarily a Nigerian thing, but men actually cause this problem for themselves.
Thank you.
Men cause this problem for themselves.
Okay.
Because those that can afford it, those that can propose in Dubai
With a
and give you
G-Wagon.
the G-Wagon and make Petit. Now, Petit thinks that that's what's going to keep a relationship. A guy will do all that for you and you just become furniture.
I see things slightly differently than you because I think I've got the kind of age and I've gone through different decades and generations to see it. And for me, the issue now is money.
Yeah.
I sit down with my friends and that are my age and they say, when we go and look for a woman, or the days when we used to look for a woman, we'll take her out for dinner, we'll toast her, we'll give her wraps, we'll buy flowers, we'll do all those sort of things. Now, and I mean, it's no disrespect to anybody that wants to take offense to it, how much? That's what it's become now.
Yeah.
How much? Or what's your price?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that it's the men that could afford to use money as the influence that have blinded women to say, this is what men do now. Now they keep on telling men that provide. Like you said, from Camry to a G-Wagon, what you can afford is a Camry.
I think I know what he's saying.
Because you can afford a Camry, stick with a Camry girl. But no, you want a G-Wagon girl.
In other words,
So you're going to go out of your way to get a G-Wagon when you should know, stay on your Camry level.
Like you're the wrong lane.
But you do know that there are Camry girls that want G-Wagons. So that thing doesn't work anymore.
Mr. Mahogany,
I agree with
Mr.
you.
Mahogany,
It doesn't work
in other
anymore.
words, Mr. Mahogany is you people's fault. you are the causer of this problem.
So you understand?
You know, it's the standards that Mr. Mahogany and his mates have given us.
You guys put them, you put them on the
All right, talking
Now
about
they come down.
standards, I need to take some of the socials here, and of course, there's something we do on every edition of the Black Table, which is Toast of the Week. That will be done courtesy of you, and of course, we'll do our
The tip.
just the tip.
Just the tip.
Yes, it's not going to go to you.
Obviously.
Okay,
Just
so
the tip,
we have at Oga Philosopher here. He says you raise your kids with lion no dey born goat mentality, then complain when they grow up aggressive. Who's really at fault? I think that has to do with the
men,
videos making
Yeah.
trend. Then we have Abdul Wright. He says, let's be honest, some people preach equality until it's time for accountability. Don't slap anybody and expect them to smile. Simple. And then we have at Niger Observatory, Wiki and the whole naval officer dragging land. Nigeria know they ever fall and every day new season. At Choma report says, how did Wiki get am I reading this? How did Wiki get into an argument with a naval officer? Abuja land matter will soon swallow everybody. Let me just scroll downwards and okay, let me take one more. We have a therapist, Tony. A therapist says, as a therapist working with men, I see how exhausting it is for them to live up to narrow gender norms, to old and fair, sadness, love. That's not strength, that's burnout. Thank you, a therapist, Tony, for all of that. I mean, time is
I like that
fast
last
gone.
one. I think that was really good.
So we'll do one more take from what's happening on the 19th. I
The
believe.
19th, yes.
Can I ask him a quick question? I know you're targeting like younger men, you know, but in terms of grooming, for older people, can they be groomed? Is there an age limit that you say?
Depends on what the age is, because you get to a certain age and you can't learn anymore. You're kind of stuck in your habits,
you
in
can't
your
teach.
ways, in your ways of doing.
Yeah.
So you can't really teach them anymore. The generation that we feel we can teach is the younger generation, particularly the Gen Zs. I feel that they're the ones that are needed. Millennials are not as bad. You know, they still have a little bit of, they're kind of stuck in the middle, a bit of that Gen Z with a bit of that Gen X sort of thing. So they kind of got that balance. They're not too bad. But Gen Zs, so what we're trying
not
to
to
do,
people,
to get out
not
of
to
here,
people, not to the OGs.
so what we're doing at Triple G is that we're trying to bring a good eclectic mix of people to talk to the people. So it's from people that are young up to people like my age, to talk to them that have done something in life, that have that can talk about the lessons that they've learned. You know, what we're trying to do here is try and say, don't make the mistakes we made.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from what we have done wrong and do it right. There's faster ways to grow if you listen to the right things.
Oh, thank you. That's well said. So I guess that's what we're going to be toasting to.
That is fantastic.
Yes, we're toasting to the Triple G conference.
Love it.
Here, here.
Yeah, coming up on the 19th. Yes.
Cheers,
and,
guys.
Yeah.
I
those of
I
you
think
that-
in addition to this, honestly, I think we should toast to men who are hardworking.
Amen.
Who literally go above and
Men
beyond.
that don't have
you know.
G-Wagons, that
You
don't
know,
have Camrys,
yes, you
and are
know.
still putting in the work,
Yes.
are still doing what needs to be done.
Military
right.
officers, you know,
Yes.
Yerima.
That's right.
And,
you
and on
know.
the final note, we have Petty Talker. I'm going to let her take the tip. Petty, thank you
Yeah,
as
hi.
always. So tonight, for the very first time on the Black Table, woman is going to be taking just the tip. So
They're the ones that usually take it, you know. But keep
I
going.
don't.
I did not hear that. I did not hear that one.
Petty, so you're giving us just the tip, and then we round up the show.
Sorry?
I said you are going to be the one giving us just the tip this evening. Something to take away from tonight's edition of the Black Table.
Okay, I feel parents should put in more effort training their male kids, male children, the way they do to the female kids. It would make the world a better place. Because we have men there who have no idea what they are doing. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
They
Thank
have
you.
no idea. They just follow whatever social media puts out there and they feel that's the standard. It shouldn't be that way.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
yeah.
Petty. Love you so
Because
much.
I felt like after that she was about to remove the book.
No.
You are not
Petty,
hearing what.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show, and thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you
I
so
would
much, sir.
Be
Thank
there
you.
on the 19th.
Fantastic. Please, you're
You'll
all
be there.
welcome.
I should be there.
Even though you're not
honestly-
Free
invited,
event.
but
We're welcoming everybody.
Oh, fantastic.
Trying to get back.
Fantastic.
on that note, we say good night to everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're back, same time, same station, with the gang, of course. Not this gang, but you know,
With the group
gang
of gentlemen.
men. Yes.
Clock it.
So have a good night.
Clock
Remember, the
it.
darker the night, the brighter
Brighter
the
the
stars.
stars.